the front of CGO. Here's Government House, which we're all familiar with, or should be. Unfortunately, we can't get much of a view of it, because it's a very restricted area, and the policemen were chasing me away, and Donald Chung almost ran me down as I was taking the photograph. Again, it's pretty beautiful and tranquil, and one of the last surviving, or possibly the only surviving, example of Japanese architecture from during the war. We've then got the cathedral down just below East Wing CGO, entrance to Government House. Again, we've got Government House again. Now, the topography of the area is it's a sloping site, but this is about one of the last surviving areas of fairly low-rise area in Hong Kong, which, in my opinion, is a huge asset to the community. And you get views of the sky, although we don't see it so much here. But Government House will have a view looking over, and deliberately so. These guys, I think, A, knew what they were doing and thought about it. The people who designed West Wing and East Wing CGO, I think, deliberately made the height low rise. So we've got a whole low rise area, but and sloping. So in a huge pocket of land, a fairly sizable pocket of land, in the middle of Central, fairly low rise with trees, greenery, community buildings, shall we say, government buildings, but effectively we all own them. US Consulate, we've got Helena May across the road, we've got the Botanic Gardens up the hill. I meant to put in a photograph looking up at how we would see the tower, but as we stand just at that point in Botanic Gardens, as we would look up, we would see a whacking great new tower, rather closer than the present one. Oops, here we get government's track record of with a heritage building. This used to be the Marine Police Headquarters, which is a Hong Kong declared monument. This was, I would say, it's been pretty well destroyed by a developer. I think this is a pretty well universal opinion. It is now an upmarket shopping mall, a shopping centre with Cartier. I guess everybody here, sort of all the sort of population of Hong Kong from Yuen Long and Tin Soi Wai and so on, will go shopping at this area. So it's very much for the people, or is it? So that is the big danger, that this is something like this is going to happen. They are the proposals you may have. I think you've probably seen. I'm slightly late, unfortunately. Which they're describing it as new landscape, and they're saying restoring green central, the new landscape of central government offices. And I would say it's not. They talk about it as being part of the conserving central. In my opinion, it jolly well isn't. I would say it's destroying central, it's a commercial tower for property developer gain, and government thoughtlessness in an area of dignity, amenity, tranquility, harmony, and nature. Now, again, another view, we can come back to this if you wish. Here's my commentary. Sorry, what did I say here? I'm saying is, I was at Hong Kong Institute of Architects when Development Bureau and Antiquities and Monuments Office and Planning Department presented it to the Hong Kong Institute of Architects. And I was fairly vociferous and told them that Jolly Well wasn't a conservation scheme, it's a commercial development. Now, I don't know whether anybody else here was at the HKI meeting, but generally, the opinion of those attending, it wasn't a large number, but those attending were generally rather critical of the scheme. They were told, the Heritage and Conservation Committee subsequently prepared a statement, which seems to have disappeared for some strange reason. Certainly we discussed a position and agreed a position, and it was pretty anti this. It was certainly anti the tall tower. But I'll go on. Here's my commentary. Pardon my rather crude graphics, but I did it at about 1 o'clock in the morning this morning. I'm saying, ignore that one just now, I'll come back to it. It's a 30-story block, which is here, with a glass facade